Scorpio, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this pre-eclipse tarot reading. This is going to cover mid-September into the end of November. Really important time, I believe, because September we finally have Mercury moving direct by mid-September, but then we move into eclipse season in October, and then November we have Saturn moving direct. So I do think that, you know, we start off September with so many planets retrograding, but I do think that this is a really important time to just sense the energies before we get into eclipse season. But before we get into any of that, Scorpio, thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, your comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would love if you would subscribe. Helps me know that these readings are resonating with you, as well as helps my channel grow. So Scorpio, do check the description box below. It does highlight some of the other important tarot readings I have up. I do have the Virgo New Moon readings that are up, which happens on September 14th. We will then move into Aries Full Moon the end of September. Do take a look at those September monthlies as well as the career reads for September, okay? So check all of that below. I've also highlighted all the important dates from September all the way to the end of November, okay? All right, so look at that. You all start off with the 10 of Cups, always a welcome card, especially for family relationships. You do have the Moon card in the upright, major arcana card, Piscean energy there, Scorpio. You have the Two of Wands in the upright. And lastly, you have the Magician in the reverse. So two major arcana cards there, but looking really positive there, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and pull a card for eclipse season. Now, this eclipse season is really pivotal, I believe, Scorpio, because we are coming into, you know, we kind of have a toe dipped, as I say, into each of the eclipse cycle realms, meaning we are ending you and Taurus's eclipse cycle here on let's see, that solar eclipse in Libra is on the 14th and the lunar eclipse in Taurus is on the 28th, okay? So some of you may have some type of big events or some culminations at that full moon, but then that Libra new moon eclipse could highlight where you need to be looking at getting rid of toxic relationships, people in your life, okay? So let's see what you have. Look at that, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups in reverse is showing that some of you could be moving away from something no longer fulfilling, like I was just saying with moving away from toxic people with Libra in the South Node, but also with that Taurus eclipse that comes in, Scorpio. Many of you all could find that themes from even back when you all started your eclipses in late 21, you all could find something coming to an end or you needing to move away from, okay? Let's go ahead and pull a card for November. November, we do have your solar return month, as well as Saturn actually moves direct the beginning of November. You all have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So I do think that some of you, Scorpio, could be coming into a time where you're looking at your finances. You're realizing that there may be some private, almost like some pet projects that you want to either get started, or maybe your eyes are being awakened to no longer just depending on your full-time job. I think that some of you could be coming into a time here, Scorpio, where you're focusing possibly on leaving a job or leaving somewhere that you start working on your own social media, your marketing. Some of you may take up a new hobby that later turns into something that you can make money from. I'm just hearing Etsy shop, so I don't know if any of you all are trying to open up an Etsy shop, or you are someone who creates you know, YouTube videos. Whatever it is, it feels like some of you are thinking through that during eclipse season and into November and into your solar return. Many of you all could start new businesses, okay? So keep that in mind, Scorpio. Scorpio. So I am looking through your cards just overall, and it really looks very positive, Scorpio. I do think that some of you have had maybe some hidden, if it's not information, maybe some hidden talents or hidden kind of vibes in the past that you weren't aware of until possibly this eclipse season. I do think during the month of September, as you are coming into Mercury moving direct on the 15th and that Virgo New Moon, some of you could find some really happy family vibes going on. I do think by the time you get to that Aries Full Moon, many of you all have some new intentions to set with your family, whether this is planning for a vacation or planning for something into the future. I do think that some of you are going to have something highlighted for you that was hidden possibly during Mercury retrograde season that finally comes out as you move into October. And I also think that some of you are planning the next big thing, Scorpio, as we come into your solar return here into October, into November. There is like this planning, getting ready stage that I feel like is happening here with that Magician card in reverse, that Two of Wands. But some of you are like second guessing yourself, I feel like, with that Magician in reverse. And that Eight of Cups is also highlighting an area where you're really kind of going back and forth whether you should stay, whether you should go. I do think that Two of Wands is, it feels like you're planning what to do that's going to help your family into the future. And I do think that many of you all are realizing that the path that you've been on in the past, maybe it may be time to be coming to an end. With that Taurus eclipse coming in, I definitely feel like many of you all are like, you know what, I did my 5 years at this job, it's time for me to move on, it's time for me to start my own thing. So overall, I think that you all are going to come into some really great epiphanies during these next 3 months. I do think by time you leave out of November and into December, some of this is going to be very clear as to what next steps you're going to take into December and into 2024. All right, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series, and check the description box below for all the other videos as well. Talk to you later.